That's impressive on its own, but they have done so while taking course loads that have included a combined total of 87 advanced placement and UW classes between them. That's an average of almost 11 advanced courses each. These are incredibly rigorous accomplishments. Students, would you please allow us to show you the recognition you deserve? And at this time, will our senior jazz choir, orchestra, and honors wind ensemble students please join Mr. Shell, Ms. West, and Ms. Moffitt in preparation for your upcoming performances. Our three class speakers today were selected by the senior class at the Jackson Faculty. Our first speaker today is Pranav Shekhar. He was selected to speak by the Jackson Faculty. Pranav, welcome to the stage.
Hello, my name is Pranav Shekhar, and I'm about to tell you two truths in one line. I was born in West Virginia. I cut the crust off of all of my sandwiches, and I'm allergic to apples. Although I prefer that all of them were lies, the second one is the only one I can make. I'm positive everyone in this arena has had to stand up in a room full of leaders, say, hello, my name is, and introduce themselves. Whether it be at school, a new job, or church. In a way, high school is very much like the icebreaker portion of our lives. The part where we strive to gain a basic understanding of not only ourselves, but of each other. But beyond these auditorium walls, a transitional period awaits. We prepare for college, the workforce, the military, or a myriad of other pathways. And commonly, these types of monumental changes force us to reflect on our experiences. But so often in high school, we become obsessed with finding our niches. For years, I've been so caught up in the way I introduced myself to others that I forgot to introduce myself to myself. Today, we stand on the precipice of something great, yet there's an unspoken pressure to get to know ourselves. But I stand here content in knowing that in our lifetimes, we will be reintroduced to each other countless times. That we will change, that we will grow, but that at our core, we will still be ourselves. These past few months, I've revisited my old memory boxes countless times. My extensive silly band selection, my dated copy of the 100 Days, and my heartbreak journal. Journaling was something I should have done consistently, but my 4 years at Jackson was comprised only of sporadic entries whenever something big happened or when I reached the pinnacle of boredom. Luckily for me, I was able to find some entries dated the summer before freshman year. September 8th, 2015. High school orientation was today. I'm definitely going to get lost. I'm scared. September 9th, 2015. First day of school today. I hated it. September 10th, 2015. Today was worse than yesterday. The subsequent 2 weeks are predominantly complaints about how long the lunch line was, how early school started, and how much I missed being a gateway guardian. There are hundreds of entries I could read to you, but I'd rather not bore you with mundane things. Instead, I'd like to point out that these memories hold value. Yes, reflecting on one's past can be cringy and uncomfortable, but that does attest to an intrinsic part of life. People evolve. Today, my life bears little resemblance to the struggles of freshman year. Since those days, I've become a part of the ASB, been to a Beyonce concert twice, reclaimed my Indian culture, and gravitated towards social activism. Speaking out against gun violence, attending the Women's March, and meeting Senator Campbell to talk about the importance of STEM has ignited a passion for helping others and fighting for civil and social liberties. Being able to step back and reflect on what I wanted to make right in the world and what I wanted my legacy to be created a version of myself that I hadn't met before. Among our graduates, I'm sure many of us are unclear about our next steps. Or maybe we already have everything planned out. Regardless of where we are in life, don't forget to cherish this moment before looking ahead. 4 strenuous years, we have finished high school, and the entire world puts at our doorstep. This, as I stated earlier, is the icebreaker. Where we are now is definitely not where we'll be in 10 years, or even 2 days. Someday, when we're in our old age and reminiscing on the 2010s and 2020s, we'll still find a way to get to know ourselves just a little bit better. We spend so much of our life working towards something, but let's not discredit where we are now. Where I am today wouldn't have been possible without the faculty and staff, so I'd like to give them my deepest gratitude. I'd also like to thank the kitchen staff for the warm meals and the custodians for keeping our school beautiful. I'd also like to thank my family, my friends, and everyone who came out today to support a student. In closing, if there's anything you can take away from this speech, let it be that getting to know yourself doesn't mean looking in the mirror and saying hello, my name is. It isn't the way you introduce yourself. It's the uncertainty, the hardships, and the triumphs that have led you to this precise moment. Regardless of what your past looks like, everyone sitting here has made it to today, June 15th, 2019, graduation day. Remember this. Ultimately, the future is scary and the possibilities are endless, but I hope you all stand boldly, puff up your chest a little bit, and look forward to meeting yourselves. Thank you.
Thank you, Pranav. Now the Henry M. Jackson Jazz Choir and Senior Choir members, under the direction of Mr. Craig Schell, and the orchestra, under the direction of Ms. Melanie West, will perform It Takes a Village by John Zimko. is a staff member who was selected by the senior class. Dr. Kevin Kukla, will you please join me on the stage?
All right, greetings, class of 2019 and families of greetings, class of 19 and families of the class of 19. My name is Mr. Kukla, Kevin, Dr. Kukla, or this year, Dr. Kevin, which is a new one. Thank you, senior class of 2019, for this opportunity today. I also want to thank you for the opportunity of giving me a chance to attend a high school graduation. Yes, that is right. I never attended mine at all, so this is a whole new experience. Ever since I arrived in Seattle and began teaching at Jackson in 2014, I have repeatedly been asked two questions. First, did I always want to teach? And why do I teach high school rather than university? So I thought that I would take this opportunity to answer these two questions in light of what I have learned in my circuitous path to a high school teacher. I grew up as an only child in 1990s Los Angeles, in the midst of the LA riots, fueled by the Rodney King beating, the O.J. Simpson spectacle, gangs, drive-bys, freeway shootings, and only feeling safe when my family finally got bars put on the windows and the doors. Oh, and if you did not know this, I also stutter as well, so take that all together. Being me, stuttering, and being in 1990s Los Angeles was quite a challenge. So the chaos around me seemed reflective of my life at this time. When I was 14, I had to figure out how to navigate high school and my future in the absence of my parents. Of course, I was sad, I was upset, and I was bitter. I had the whole range of emotions. But I can remember thinking at age 16 that I had two choices. Either a scholarship to university or going into the U.S. military. I actually was one signature away of going into the Marines. I was able to attend university, and I actually did not leave. During this time, I took 6 courses each term and worked at least 40 hours, including every single holiday that I could, until I graduated. I recognized at this time that I only had one opportunity. And if I failed, that was it. Game over. Once I made my decision, it was never a question of whether I could do it. I had to do it, or the alternative was unthinkable. I'm always asked the same questions, and I've actually spoken to Sean Kim about this. Was it hard? Of course it was. Did I ever doubt myself? Every single day, I did. And the question that I get the most is this: how did I get over it? The answer to this question is that I didn't. And more importantly, what I actually learned in life is that you do not get over these events. What you do instead is you simply go through them. And as you go through them, each day becomes easier and easier as you build confidence that you can in fact do it. These are the moments in your life, these are the moments in your life when you learn about yourself, who you are as a person. These are the moments that make you, you. So you never want to forget the feeling of that particular emotion. For the way you experience how happiness, love, or sadness is different than the person sitting next to you. For all the PET scans, fMRIs, all the FMIs or a doctor takes, they can only tell you that you are happy or that you are sad. What they can't tell you is how it feels for you to be happy, how it feels for you to be sad, how it feels for you to be in love. These moments of self-doubt are precisely the moments in your life where you not only do where not only do your subsequent decisions define you, but you have the opportunity to learn about yourself. Pay attention to these moments in your life because other people are paying attention. So after I graduated university, I found myself in a PhD program, fully funded for 8 years, provided I taught three classes a quarter, and now in front of 243 students who were about 2 years younger than me. I was turning 22 the following month. And I can remember being on stage much like this at 22, thinking to myself, oh, Kevin, looks like you're probably a teacher now, if this is what you're doing, standing up here. And that effectively is how I began teaching. I started at 22, and here I am now. And I had learned during this time, that I wasn't as smart as I thought I was, that I couldn't do it all alone. Up to this point, I had pretty much taken care of all things by myself, but soon realized that my goals were only attainable through the help of others. This was very hard. I ruined several relationships because I needed to learn that I couldn't do it all alone. It could be self-destructive. Understand that you cannot do it alone, nor should you. Remember that it's more important to know what you aren't good at than what you are good at. Knowing your weaknesses and accepting it as part of the human condition is how we emotionally and intellectually evolve. In the same way that we need each other to improve society, so also do we need each other to become the best versions of ourselves as possible. I try and fail on a regular basis. This year, there were some situations that I had with students that I know I could have handled better. I was successful in working through it with some, others not so much. I recognize that I failed. Will the relationship ever be the same again? It probably won't. But don't punish yourself to the point that you are blind to what you did wrong and to what your future actions will be. Work through your mistake. Learn from it. Think about why you made that mistake and how it caused the other people to feel. Feeling that emotion keeps you from making the same mistake again. Following graduation, I accepted a tenure-track position at the University of Alabama at Tuscaloosa, and after 4 years received tenure and was promoted to assistant professor. I spent another 3 years there. And what I learned during my time is that I had never taken the time since I was about 14 to ask myself what made me happy. I was too busy. We live in an image-saturated society where we are told what's beautiful, what's funny, what's desirable, what's success, what's love, in essence, what is happiness. We all have these emotions, but we experience them in our own unique way. Never let anyone tell you what it feels like for you to be happy, for you to be successful, or for you to be in love. You're the only one that knows what it feels like to be you. Don't let anyone take those moments away from you. I took advantage of my moment, and on July 4th, 2014, I packed up my car with 2 cats and drove across the country to begin teaching here at Jackson High School. I've never once regretted my decision, as I finally learned what happiness and success are for me. So this is how I ended up being a high school teacher here at Jackson High School. And so let me end by saying that I am humbled and I am honored that you chose me as your commencement speaker. So thank you again, class of 19, and best of luck.
Next, the Henry M. Jackson Honors Wind Ensemble and senior band members under the direction of Ms. Leslie Moffett will perform selections from The Princess and the Frog by Randy Newman, arranged by Bertram Morin.
spills, my job mainly consists of bagging groceries. And like most grocery stores, Sprouts has two options for bags, paper or plastic. There are always people in my shift, however, that have difficulty deciding between those two options, paper or plastic. They'll stand there with their arms crossed, their brow furrowed, shifting their eyes between the paper bags I hold and the plastic ones below. And what I want to tell those people is the same thing I want to tell you guys today. Choose. On the walls of our wonderful Jackson High School, we have prints of various quotes and tidbits meant to inspire the students as they commute from class to class. On one of those walls is a text that reads, "The Jackson Way." It has our school's 3 core values, which are, say with me, pride, excellence, and character. Does this sound familiar? Today, I challenge you to choose to live the Jackson Way. Live your life with pride, not the egotistical kind, but the pride that spawns from honesty, confidence, and self-respect. The one person you have to live your whole life with is yourself, so be sure you can stand by your choices and thoughts. Be proud of every action you make, confident it reflects the type of person you want to be. Start by making and keeping small commitments to yourself. Other people trust you when you trust and are proud of yourself. Live your life with excellence. Go above and beyond because why not? See what happens when you fully commit to the things you truly want for yourself. Set goals for yourself and work at them every day. Going above and beyond in your life and work demonstrates to the world what you are capable of, the amount of self-discipline you possess, and the enthusiasm you have for your life and for the people around you. Live with character, live with individualism. At Sprouts, once people have the hang of the bag they want and can say it without any hesitation, they'll customize it, asking for things like double paper or double plastic, plastic for the cold items or paper for the rest. And you can do the same thing. Have the confidence to make choices that reflect your character and that fully represent who you are. We will make our way out to the world in a few minutes, and if no one has told you, I'm so proud of you. I don't know of any other group I'd rather be class president for. And in 10 years, when everyone is back for the reunion, everyone, right? I want to hear how you live the Jackson way. I want to see how you live the Jackson way and the way you smile and carry yourself. Every single one of us here is capable of great things, and I can't wait to hear about them. Pride, excellence, and character. 3 values, 1 choice that you make. Class of 2019, make that choice today to continue living like Timberwolves. To the staff that is here, thank you for your help and support throughout the years. Thank you to everyone here in the audience, especially my family. Thank you to my friends, to the ones who never allowed me to see ground beef in the same way. Thank you to my parents, Bob and Emily, Bob for always having my back, and Emily for your love and driving me to ASB at 6:30 in the morning before I had my license. Thank you to my sisters, Charlie and Gage. Graduates, find someone today that helped you get here and let them know how much they mean to you. And when you are standing in Sprouts next, behind someone in line who cannot decide which type of bag they want, I want you to think back to this moment and to this eloquent speech that inspired you to live with pride, excellence, and character. I want you to go up to that person that's having difficulty deciding, look them in the eye, put a hand on the shoulder maybe, and tell them to bring reusable bags.
Thank you, Molly Joe.